Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of City Skylines. Look at our beautiful city lighting up at night. What a perfect time to start off this episode. Do hope you're enjoying the series. I am having just a great time playing this game. And I'm kind of feeling like, the city might just be a little bit ugly at the moment. But, with time, as I've said, mods will come along. I'll get back in the groove and we'll get it looking pretty. And we're getting close to finishing this area right here. My plan is to buy this plot over to the side, extend this road up alongside this one, and then bring it up there and fill in all of this space so it's relatively crowded and has a lot of residential around the outskirts. And then I think it will be kind of done. But I really do like the layout, actually. I don't know why. A minute ago and just now I'm sort of moaning about it a touch, saying it's not so great. And then I'm going to zoom out and think, actually, you know what? It's all coming together now and it's starting to look great. But in this episode, we will be expanding, possibly working with some public transport, and right now I wanted to do some traffic management over here. However, it's not so bad. The traffic tends to come and go in different areas, and speaking of that, we have a load of incinerators down here, and before I added this road over here, did this one alongside, gave it a few more options to get around the city with. There were immense traffic problems coming through this area, so it could be that we're in night time that we've not got so much traffic issues, although it looks like I've found some over here. Some of you have been commenting suggestion that the night-day cycle will affect things like that. If we have a look at this though, you can see this road needs sorting out. I've mentioned what I wanted to do over there in a previous episode, and this bit right here isn't so good, and that bit there, and sometimes this bit, and all of that is just due to design, so we'll probably go over that first of all. I was hoping to see a higher flow of traffic over here, but I've got the game on the fast speed because we are expanding. We had a little bit of shrinkage, so let's go have a look at our city statistics. I had a problem with people dying and not enough cemeteries and crematoriums, so we had one of these dips. However, if we just look at this, these probably correlate with where I've expanded, and then you have people moving in dying, so it's kind of happening in a bit of a wave, I guess, but it's starting to stabilize a touch. So all three areas are in demand at the moment as the city kind of catches up with itself. So it's now daytime. We may see some more traffic. Don't know if, well, it's not terribly backed up. It just backed up there. I was going to say, don't know if that was just perfect timing or not, but we saw some. And yeah, the traffic does seem to just be maybe a touch heavier. Anyway, let's have a look at our problems down here. Yeah, look, there's loads of trucks all over the place now. This one should be really obvious to fix. The angle here is bad because when they come off they want to turn left and they've got to stop. Also having lights here is just really bad, and do you know what, I don't need to pause it, we just need to slow it down a touch, I think. So the solution here is the angle of the road, I think. If we just bring this forward a bit, let's bring it forward a whole block, destroy that road, reconnect it, then the angle favours coming around this way, right? So there's one little thing that we can do. This road over here, again, the angles are just incorrect. Look, it turns right into traffic, so I think the solution there, once again, pretty straightforward. Just drag a road like that. That should actually work out pretty well. So we're going to demolish that bit of road. And then again, if it also just wants to turn off down here, which is quite unlikely, it will do so quite easily. But if a truck's leaving this way, it's quite likely it wants to go back into this line of traffic. So I was considering having this run over the top and sort of dropping in down here somewhere. The same thing can be said of this one over here. So again, bad angle. After they go up a hill and lose speed, they've got to turn into traffic. I think what we want to do here is have this one, let's see, let's raise it off the ground, let's grab the right tool and curve it. Oh, is it going to be that fussy? What if I work this backwards? So we come off, right, now let's say we go down. See, now it doesn't look so impossible. Oh, look at that. Right, now I just need to change the direction of the road. Bam! And it'll accept that. Okay, that's cool. So let's get rid of this road. So any traffic that's coming through this way, or coming that way, will now go straight onto the outbound. And that alleviates a little bit of traffic here. So I hope little tweaks and changes like that make a difference. And keeping my eye on this, I reckon probably everything that comes through here wants to go onto this road. So we might just do something similar to this, like bring it over the top and drop it straight onto that road. So let's bring up the traffic charter again. Yeah, looks a little bit better. Something going on down here. I might increase the lanes of these roads and shuffle around the industry a little bit so that we can have more traffic going through there. and definitely need to do that bit. And then we've got to go look at all this area over here. Now we've got a lot of piled up traffic. I wonder if these are the trucks from our incinerators. Doesn't look like it. So other things to be addressed over here, but that's going well. And I've also created this little road grid over on this side. And what I want to do is have some commercial. I could do a little bit of high density over here. Let's put high density on the inside areas. And then wherever there is on the outside, we'll do the lower density. But I'll zone all of that properly in a moment. This again over here can all be residential. So we're expanding that over to the edge. We're building a little commercial area. Again, it's between the different areas, so goods can get distributed back and forth. Although I'm not sure if these sorts of goods actually go to this area. They're probably just exported. But there you go. So I'm gonna do a few things. Like I said, this road over here, and zone up this area, and we'll be back in a moment. Remember this road? Well, I sort of created the same problem because when it came over at a sharp angle, they had to slow down to go around. So that curved road works really well. Anyway, this road over here, I think I've fixed this up, but I've just had a little bit of an idea. I don't like crossroads. I kind of instinctively avoid them, but they might be a little bit better in this game than what we have right here. So I was thinking that we would do something, and I was initially going to do it on this side of the road. I think I actually want to do it on the opposite. If we bring a road out to there and down like that, you might be thinking, X, that's a stupid idea. What are you doing? We need to relocate this. Let's click on that over there quickly. Just, yep, I hate kicking people out of their homes, but we're going to put it on the other side over. Oh, sad faces, smiley faces. What was all that about? Yeah, it calculates both the sort of the removal and the adding at the same time. Anyway, if we do this, then we have reduced the two cross sections here. They actually might be a little bit too close together. Now that I look at it, I might tweak with that. But there's my idea. And over here as well, sort of connected a road across here to remove that one. So less like crossings and junctions, whatever you want to call them, which is a good thing. And now I'm looking over at this area and thinking the traffic here is a real problem, but most of the time it seems like the traffic makes its way around the entire roundabout, and it's a very big one before it gets to this bit over here. So maybe what we want to do is change the way we get the traffic from this inbound road into this area. We also got to consider when we add a junction here and here, because they're going to connect, that traffic may still come in from this side, but if you look at it, it's then going to go through here and down on the right hand turn. So we're looking for a road to come over the top and down into this area. Now I can't remember how I set up these two roads, but now they're both connected to the same one, we can probably get rid of this right here. And you are underground. I don't know how to get rid of underground road, but I'm going to try and figure that one out after. And they stay there, which is a good reminder. So that's one thing. And I'm looking at this right here, and I'm thinking we've got the same problem with all of these connecting roads. Do we really need this section right here if we're only going to have a small amount of industry on it? I don't think so. I don't think that's very space efficient. I reckon all of this should go, and we should get rid of these roads here and create less junctions. And then this one as well. We need to find a way for it not to really rely on this. So if we look at where the traffic can go, this right here, is this a one-way road? It's a two-way road by the looks of it. Is that? I can't tell. Actually, I think it might be just a one-way road out. Or in even. Either way, I'll make that a two-way road. And we'll get rid of this right here. Now that's going to disconnect our little connection over to here. But when I first put it down, I could have swore a lot of stuff was using it, and then they stopped all of a sudden. So I do want to make that road more useful. Maybe we could connect that up to the roundabout somehow, or have it so incoming traffic sort of goes down a little road here and connects back up again. I'll look into that. But that's basically what we're doing at the moment, redesigning the layout here. And also this road, I think I'm going to disconnect like we've done elsewhere in the city. So a little road there, then bulldoze the two of them like that. You still got your block, although apparently I need to rezone this bit. Oh, that's all gone funky, hasn't it? Interesting. Maybe it's because of the road type change right there. Is this a two-way road? Right, and that's a one-way road, so that needs upgrading as well. There you go. At first glance, this seems to have made a huge difference. There's now this road here that allow you to go over to this side or over here, because we get these big backups on this little corner. And at the same time, we've got an underground road. By the way, just press page down to have a look underground. Then you can press B and like select them, or select a build tool, and like that underground. Yeah. Yeah, so this then offers it away into the commercial district on either side. So most of the time they go up to this side though. So now the problem that I'm seeing is this road over here gets heavily congested, and I think we have no real option to but to upgrade it. And obviously a 6-lane and 4-lane, they have the same size, so a 6-lane will be slightly better. Let's go to the upgrade road tool. This bit here will be fine. Now this next bit, oh no, there's a park right there, which actually I think we have the ability to move it over by 1. And bam, down into there. So that's helping a little bit, possibly. But then we want to go along here, and that's what I unfortunately didn't want to see, is that it affects this road. I didn't mind it doing the path in the middle, but it affects the road on the other side as well. So what we're probably going to have to do is rebuild this entire road and nudge it over to the side a little bit. Then that one will have much more traffic, and of course this road right here could do with a bit of a boost. So this area, the commercial area, is going to get a bit of a redesign for the road traffic, which we never really built it for. So traffic is looking great in this area. Ignore this. Don't even look at that. Up here though, it looks amazing. It's all flowing through really well. I think this is one of those cases where I hit record and all of a sudden a load of traffic just jumps into the city, because I didn't notice that before. But all the way back over here there are some problems. And I think we're in need of this road coming down to here, and there being basically multiple ways around the city, because everything's sort of going directly through the middle at the moment, and it's suffering. And then again, it passes. There are some queues backed up on the road, although that could be because it's night. I feel like I'm always guessing in this game. Yeah, as soon as night's kicked in, the traffic has died down a touch, as we had some backed up roads. But either way, this is looking real good over here. And let's get rid of all the zoning. You can see they've sort of redone it. So there's a little less on this side. There's also some footpaths going through between the roads. I sort of wrap them around like this to make use of all the space. Apparently, is that an empty plot? Nope, that's up for grabs. And yeah, it's working out really well. So now that we've done that, we do need to move on to something else. I haven't really made up my mind what will be next yet. I also gave all the areas districts as well. I properly zoned them out. So I'm going to start tweaking their policies soon. This one over here, though, I did do a little bit of tweaking. I decided to put the smoke detection on, and also recycling as well. I figured this already produces a lot of traffic. Let's not have as many garbage trucks going through there. This is fascinating. I've got a lot of trucks coming down this road now. And this is my service road. Only service trucks use this. I think it's because it's snowing. It started snowing, and then all the cars came out. And I've built them a little road across the middle here, just to see if they're going to use that much at all. It doesn't really look like they do. But yeah, I think that's what's going on. So the snow's now settling on the roads, and therefore they're coming out to sort it out. And that's why there's loads of them shooting down here. So previously, they would have all gone through here, and that would have caused a ton of issues. However, some of them are coming back through this way as well. Look at this. These are all our snow ones. Look, they're heading all the way down here. Bam, they're dropping off the snow. That's what oh no, they're they're the trash collectors. Huh. The snow trucks might look slightly different, or they might be the same, but I haven't seen one pull in here. Well, that was just a theory that I had. May not have turned out to be true, I guess. Either way, the city does seem to be a little bit better with the traffic now. So I had a little theory about this area, that a lot of the trucks, the incinerator trucks, are going through here to get up to this area. It calculated that was the quickest route. So I created a little area here with high density traffic ban? That's not what it's called. Let's click on it over here. Policies, heavy traffic ban. So no trucks and stuff are going to go through there. That hasn't seemed to have made the biggest of differences. I had a feeling if it did, they might get diverted around this way into this top area. Anyway, if we come back down to this bit, what's going on here? Why are we having some worker shortages? That doesn't make sense. I guess maybe the city's in a bit of a shrink from, you basically get waves of death where you expand. Like, when you add loads of houses, they'll eventually all die at around a similar time. In fact, I think the game might calculate it with a precise age. Anyway, here's what I want to do. This road right here, I think, is a nuisance. I think we need to separate these services from going through this bit of traffic right here. So we're going to move things around in this area. One of the things I did want to do is put all of these together in like a row and have like a park built around it. But we'll start off, I guess, with shifting this over there, and then we'll move those over to here. And then on the opposite side of the road, I think I want to extend these offices. They look so cool going down there. Yeah, so what we're going to do over here then is have some sort of road system. I'm going to design it all in a bit where we have like a connecting road here to go down to it and a connecting road to go out of the city that way. And then on the opposite side, if you're coming in this way and you need to get down, there'll be a road going down here, and if you want to go up into that part of the city, there'll be a road going up, and then we'll have a road underneath as well, and that will connect it all to these facilities. So what we're going to do then as a consequence of that is just change this little road here. Now I think if we use snap to grid, it's on the same grid line. Yes, it is, and it goes all the way over there. So this one gets to go bye-bye, and because of that, I don't think we need these two junctions next to each other. Therefore, we're going to... wait, what have I got selected at the moment? The bulldoze tool. We're going to change this road as well. So, say goodbye to that junction. So now it's just a T-junction. That also means that this one's a little close to that, right? And now that there isn't this opposing junction, it'd make a lot more sense for that one to go straight over as well. And apparently it doesn't want me to do that, which is kind of annoying. So when you next see this right here, it's going to look even more amazing than it does right now. And we're on some industrial shrinkage at the moment, which is a little bit strange. Now over here, I had this theory that maybe it was because the only real way to exit this area was over here. I had destroyed the road that was previously there. You could go out over here, but then that's the long way around the city. So I don't know what's going on here, but I'll keep my eye on it. There's much less traffic coming through here as well. Maybe we're going through like a growth spurt where loads of adults have become seniors and don't need to work anymore, something like that. Anyway, this area looks amazing. However, it's nighttime. It's not quite the same as it is in the day. Why do I have to record right now? Is the sun going to come up soon? I have no indication or hint, do I? I bet you somewhere on the screen it's going to tell me what time of day it is. Maybe it's that right there, actually. Areas, but that might be the moon and the sun on the other side. And now it's going to be like... Oh, it is, look, because it's sunrise over there. Wow, we learnt something. Okay, let's watch the sun go up in this area. So, I will quickly also show you this. Bam, that's the underground road system. So, to build these highways like this, you actually had to make them 6-lane roads first and then upgrade them to highways. So we've got this nice kind of symmetrical looking bit here. The road goes under and around up here. And then we've got our incinerators... 2 of these, just so they're mirrored. I'll probably move one and put something on the other side. And the snow dump over there. Wow, tons of industrial shrinkage over here as well. It's like we're in a recession or something. Yeah, and I had to move these over here. That's going to be temporary. So I want to put those in this area here. And I want to make this area look pretty. I'm probably going to zone out a little bit more industrial just on this side of the road. From like where the one-way is there. Just so that space is utilised a little bit more. But all of this, going to put trees in there, going to put a few other bits and bobs, make it look real nice, and call this like a complete area. Okay, I've increased some zoning around here, like adding in a few extra roads, and I'm probably going to fill in all of this slowly, and then our service buildings here, I want to move back into this area, so I want this part of the island to be reserved for those sorts of buildings, maybe an incinerator down here as well. But it's looking real cool. I think I might put another set of high-rises in here because I really want to increase the population. And with this road over here, we could probably accommodate some more in this area. So I'll be expanding that. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention it. I found the park for the middle of this square. It's one of the expansion pack things, a little Christmas tree, which I think looks really, really cool. Anyway, going over to this area, you can see it really pops out because of all those trees. And like they're the same type over and over again. And I don't like using the ones that don't have leaves on them, like these ones right here. I mean, they've got a few. So I really wish I could add some more assets. Now, I just tried to add the brush tool and also a couple of custom parks. And it doesn't seem like anything really works with Snowfall yet. No, is it called Snowfall? I think it's called Snowfall. Anyway, yeah, so we might not be able to really expand too much. Then over here, I've tried to just space out the trees a little bit, have them a bit more together over in this area, on this side. And I think that looks pretty nice. And at night, these pathways light up. And I wasn't going to put paths through there necessarily at first. But when I saw that they had lights attached to them, they look real good. And so I ended up adding quite a few little paths around the place. Also a bridge over here. It looks like people are cycling over it. I love that. That's awesome. Use those bikes. Great stuff. We actually have the policy to encourage people to bike. So what I might do now is just, like we've got the trees here, bring them all the way down through this space And just bit by bit I'll start filling in trees, because I think trees around the city are going to make it look real nice. But on occasions it's probably a good idea to have some snowy fields as well. Anyway, as I'm expanding the area over there, the next thing I want to do is have another nicely designed area for these things. And I'm going to put that around this area here. Okay, we just hit Grand City. I do believe that's the last thing to reach. Solar power plant has been unlocked. Maybe it's not actually. No, it's not. Reach a population of 70,000 for that one, so we've still got more to go. I was just laying down a path as well, as you can see, probably. And this is going to be our little area over here. It's really not finished, but I wanted to show you us hitting that milestone. So I've added in a road that comes down the side here. I decided to make it big so that there's like lots of roads surrounding this, which I think looks cool, even though it's never really going to be used for anything. And I also decided to put some trees in on that one, the tree type roads. So if we go down here to the 6-lane roads and select the tree ones, I mean, we don't really need people cycling down here, do we? Let's upgrade all of these ones and just make it look a touch different from what the rest of the place looks like. There we go. And look, we've got a truck coming down to visit. I don't know why they're here. What are you doing here? Oh, it's a road maintenance truck. Very cool. Let's close that. And so yeah, that's what it looks like at the moment. It definitely needs a few more things around it though. Placing trees, placing trees. I've missed doing this. I got something amazing to show you. Oh yes, but you got to watch me place a few more trees first of all. And then this is going to come straight down. Does that really lead anywhere? I'll tell you what, we'll come out a little bit like this and then come across. So these are supposed to be like empty fields. I noticed how like snowy everything was and there weren't trees, and I thought I'd like to keep that. Now you can kind of see a little bit of what I've done, so I'm going to zoom out. Doesn't that just look freaking incredible? Let's go into the free cam mode. Look at this, especially at night as well. It looks astonishing, and from zoomed out you can really see something special going on down here. So we had a load of these like temporarily in the area, and as I was starting to play around with this design here, I mean, it's stupid o'clock in the morning at the moment. I've just got carried away, getting lost in the game a little bit. Yeah, this whole road setup was really cool. Decided to put a few offices down at the ends, and I like these ones, but I feel like the buildings aren't quite as high tech as I want them to be. So we might have to open some sort of policies or something to encourage that to change. Now this bit here is just outside of our area. When it's in our area, when we buy it, this is going to go down the side of that road and along there, so this won't be anywhere near as close. So anyway, I basically started to run out of space as it came closer to this, and I thought in the future we're going to need more, so let's expand around the corner, and then we'll have another 4. And then I remembered that I downloaded an asset, and I actually found it. It actually works in Snowfall, and it also puts that in the middle of the road. Something I didn't realise, but it also sort of looks like it should be there, because it's right in the middle, and it looks like maybe it drops stuff off into trucks that come by, so that's actually really cool. Yeah, so I wanted to have one of them made look like it's still in construction, which is kind of what this one looks like. And I think I lined up the road correctly here so you could have a 4th. I seem to remember building it and then demolishing it. If you look there, there's a gap, and this is like almost the same size. And yeah, and let's watch the sunrise. In fact, let's speed up time a little bit just so we can encourage that to happen. There you go, there's the sunrise. Let's go back into this view right here. Doesn't it look incredible? All the lights go off, and that's going to be nice and sunny and lit in the day. I just think that looks so cool. It's such an awesome little solar farm. It ties in so well to the other areas around here. But the trees, I don't think the tree lines really do work. Something needs to change about that, and I think we might have to wait until I get some more mods and tools added. But there you go, what a beautiful little area we've built over here. Oh, one more thing. Let me show you the pipes. Bam, just made a little like grid network on both sides. Yeah, not terribly interesting actually, but there you go. So these episodes don't need to be longer than they need to be, and now that I've finished in this little bit down here, I'm still thinking about, you know, public transport, districts, all the sort of stuff that I've talked about a lot. But I think what we just need to do is fill in like the rest of this area here. So when we unlock this tile, we'll fill up like all of this space over here, and when that's done, that's when we're going to start, you know, fine-tuning and tweaking everything before we then move out and build other areas. But of course we'll be making things look pretty as well. And this bit, yeah, it looks alright. I think I was just very pleased at first that the trees look good, but I don't think they look that great in snow, and apparently you can turn the weather off if you want to. Now that's supposed to be in the options menu, but I'm not sure where exactly it is. And never read things on camera because you don't really read anything. You just sort of look through. So I might turn off the weather at some point for an episode or two and see how it looks. This bit over here, not too keen on that tree line, but I need some custom assets that work with this snowfall pack, and this one here does, so hopefully I can find some more, and hopefully some of those will be trees so that we can do the tree placement. But the brush tool doesn't work with this pack, which is kind of annoying, so it's going to be slow, and we'll get there eventually. But you know, the city's looking cool, and I think if we just take what we did over here, start focusing on aesthetics and spread that around the city, it's going to end up looking pretty amazing. So anyway, that's it from me this episode of City Skylines. If you've enjoyed it, please do leave a like on the video. As always, thank you so much for all your support. Hope you're enjoying the series, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.